I could be the biggest star in the world. Do not let me catch you being stupid. Do not. And my oldest gets it. My 15-year-old, he tells the other ones, he's like, yo, don't make dad mad. Because once you get one that's right, he's going to straighten the other ones out. So it's just that thing of, you know, in the past 20 years, we've been living through the death of the American male. They have literally killed masculinity in our homes and our communities for one reason or another. But I raised my boys to be young men. And however you feel about that, you feel about that. But my boys will always be respectful. They will always say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. No, sir, no, ma'am. They will always say thank you. They will always open the door for a lady. They will always make sure that their mother is taken care and provided for. They will always be men. And that's always since they were 2 years old. Every time I left for a job, I tell my 15-year-old, you're the man of the house. You make sure these doors are locked every night. This alarm is on. You text me or you call me every night before you go to bed and you wake up.
I love that.
Because we're men. If I'm not there to protect, he got to be there to protect. Because you can have all the money in the world, climb through the window. That money means nothing.
Right. Now, I could definitely agree on that. You know, Anthony, in this particular situation right here, I definitely agree with Anthony Mackie and things like that. That yeah, protection and provision is a part of, you know, our duties as men and things like that in life. And, you know, we should do it with honor and grace and structure. But yeah, though, you know, a lot of times and everything, you know, society's being broken down to a degree to where, you know, it's trying to water men down and have watered men down a lot and things like that. And our, I guess you would say, roles inside of society and being able to provide and things like that and maneuvering, you know, the pieces around and stuff like that to make men seem as if they're no longer valuable in society or no longer able to protect and things like that. But the big picture is that we still have these duties and things like that. Because when shit hits the fan, who do they turn to? They turn to men to fix things. They turn to men to clear up the problems. They turn to men to still go to war. They, you know, everybody turns to men to still do the things that men traditionally have done for thousands upon thousands of years. But the respect level is no longer there like the days of old.
You can have all the celebrity in the world. Motherfucker jump through the door. That celebrity means nothing.
Right. So
you got to have a little guard in there, you know? And so for me, it's always that idea of American masculinity is very different. You feel it when you go to Europe. Like you see these and you're like, could bust your ass, boy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You go to Europe, tight ass pants. Yeah, tight ass pants. Motherfucker, good, boy.
Now I ain't gonna lie to you. Now some of these grown ass dudes be walking around here with these tight ass pants on too over here. You know, I mean, it just is what it is. You know, the skinny legs and all the type of stuff. Sometimes I be wondering as a man, and this is real talk. I be wondering as a man how some of these young cats be walking around with these super tight jeans on and stuff like. How are you breathing down there? I can't wear nothing that tight. I just can't do it. Like it restricts me as a man. I can't, you know, I just can't do it. I cannot do it. It's wild to me to sit there and look at some of these young cats. And also too, you know, man, some of these young cats, they be so thin. It's like, dude, are y'all eating properly? What is wrong with these guys out here? It amazes me the things that I'm seeing nowadays from what the type of men I grew up around to see what's going on now. I definitely get what Anthony's saying. It's a whole new world, a whole shift in mindset, definitely amongst men, definitely amongst the younger generation of men. It's wild out here.
You better lotion your ankle. Like you feel it when you go to Europe. Even when you, like, I was just in Kenya and I was walking around, I'm like, yeah. Dude was like, you ain't from here. Like, nah. Like, yeah, I could tell. I know you can't. I could tell I ain't from here. You know what I mean? It's just that American male masculinity is something I think is very important for boys. Because now our little boys are afraid to fail, so they don't try. You know what I mean? When we were kids, we did tackle drills. We would run face first into each other.
We just talked about it.
Right. And they've also changed sports around. The NFL has changed. Basketball has changed, things like that. For me growing up and watching the way it used to be, wrestling has even changed. Like this new age stuff, man, is amazing to where men are actually engaging in combat or battle, even if it's fictional, like wrestling. Even if it's fictional, it's gotten so soft. It's like it's crazy to me. It's like somebody's scared to get hit with a chair out here. Like, come on, take a chair. Yeah, get thrown out the ring. Can we get a little blood out here? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's so soft, bro. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
They shot. Dudes don't even talk to a woman face to face.
They don't know how no more because
that's the internet problem. That's a huge problem. And before Anthony Mackie keeps going, that's a huge problem in today's society. And also on the other end, a lot of women don't know how to accept a man talking to her in person anymore because the internet has changed the dating situation as far as engaging in conversation and things like that. It's made a lot of people, both men and women, introverts without acknowledging that we're more introverted and we would rather get online instead of talk to each other in person. And also the other movements and stuff like that that's went on, Me Too, all this type of stuff where women are sitting around like, oh no, don't talk to me in public and stuff like that. It's like, okay, you can't gauge a person over a screen. As human beings, we were meant to interact with each other in person, physically, face to face. All that screen time and stuff like that, you can't gauge a person's personality, their demeanor, their thought process over a doggone screen. That's never going to work. And it's being proven now that it's not working. That's why the dating apps are trash. All types of stuff is not working out all across the internet because people are losing the natural human skills to interact with each other in person.
Women they are so mean and so angry. Bruh, I saw this. My nephew was talking to.
Hold on, Anthony. You can't mention that now. You can't mention that women are mean out here. Hold on, Anthony. You take it a little too far now.
This girl, oh my God, dude, she just killed him. I mean, he was like, "Excuse me, how you doing?" She goes, "Ugh." How do you come back from that? He just walked over to me. I gave him his beer. I was like, there you go, bro. That didn't happen. Let's start over.
And that's the truth out here. This is where we at. And, it kind of is what it is at this point. And yes, man, like women act like that. You come to them with a peaceful demeanor, gentleman, whatever you want to call it. They look at you like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like this and that. But you come at them, you know what I'm saying, with the cross-eyed baby, you know what I'm saying? What it do, thugged out, shit like that. They love it. They love it. I've been on both sides of the coin, so I know, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on here. And it just is what it is at that point. Yeah, most women don't like hey, how you doing? What's your name? They don't know how to comprehend that in today's society. It's also, we're not teaching. We've lost the art of teaching our young men and young women how to talk to each other in public settings, or how to treat each other with respect in public settings, or even what respect is. So yeah, that's causing a huge problem when a young man to come up and he's speaking respectful and she's thugged out because she's been dealing with too much trash, in her life and things like that. Now it's all in her eyes. She can't see the forest for the trees. But, it is what it is, though. Yeah, Anthony said that, man. And with this particular one, I definitely agree with Anthony on this, man. The masculinity of the men in America is at an all-time low. And it's a huge problem, you know, and it's confusing as well because women are sitting out here, well, we don't want men to do this, but we still need men to protect and provide. And well, we don't want to do this because it you know, that makes us women slaves and this and that, but we still need the men to be slaves and protect and provide and go out and do all this and make sure that we okay. We still need the men to be slaves, but women don't want to be slaves as well. So it's like, okay, you know, at the end of the day though, it's coming to this point right here now to where women are like, okay, well, where all the men at, this and that? Well, don't nobody want to be slaves no more. If you want to use that terminology as, you know, slaves or whatever. With it's not really that, but you know, it's a love and care for one another, a respect and an honor and a duty that you're supposed to have to the person that you proclaim to love and respect and things like that. But you know, this is where we at. So yeah, it just is what it is though. Shout out to all my subscribers. Mad love to y'all. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Make sure you ring that bell to be notified whenever I decide to post things. And like I always say,
and that, my friends, is the bottom line.
That, my friends, is the bottom line.